YouTube? This is John of Pipney with another sports reaction with the Chicago Bears. I predicted they was gonna get killed in this game, and they did. They lost 26-3. I also predicted if they go down 17 points by halftime, anything like that, if they offense struggle like they did against the Packers, it was gonna be a blowout by the end of the half, and that's exactly what happened with the Chicago Bears. Mitchell Trubisky missed out on two for sure touchdowns. I forgot who was one of the receivers he threw to, but I know one for sure was to Allen Robinson. Just constantly missing plays, just not executing. Can't run the ball consistently because of that abysmal offensive line, and the defense just couldn't stop them on third down. They did okay in my book because they still held a team that scores over there. Since Patrick Mahomes showed up, they've been averaging 32 points per game. They held them to 23. What more can you ask for from a defense that's missing two linebackers? They D tackle. Cornerbacks can't cover nobody for a long period of time. And as you can see, once again, the team lose another game that they could have won, but I did expect the offense of Kansas City just to be dynamic as it was. Kevin Pierre Luis, he played excellent. He made a lot of impact plays. Hopefully the Bears re-sign him if they don't have him signed through next season and season after that, because he seemed to be a very explosive player using his speed. They kept mentioning 4.5 speed, and of course, Chris Collinsworth just have to keep rubbing it in to all us Bear fans. Oh, remember, they drafted Trubisky over Mahomes. We know that already, Collinsworth. We know that. But basically, this video not gonna be too long. Bears lost. They once again just didn't look that good. That was a shit show. Basically, they laid an egg. This is probably worse, or if not just as bad as it was with the Rams game. The thing they even got me started on YouTube in the first place. Games like this where basically they just lay an egg completely to a point that it's just appalling. This is not nowhere near any type of complimentary football. It wasn't just the play caller, it wasn't just the quarterback. It was the entire team overall that just really didn't do what the hell they needed to do to win. Now there's 8 losses for this team. Now to at least try to finish 8-8 against the Vikings. And I think, this time the Bears play in Minnesota, which is always hard to play in Minnesota whenever the Bears come to town. I've watched a lot of seasons where the Bears split or barely come away with a victory when it come down to Minnesota. It don't matter how bad or good they've been over the years, they always give the Bears like a real tough time there. But yeah, just real irritated about this, really. I expected them to at least put up a fight. They didn't really do much of that. It was like after they scored they 10 points, after the Chiefs scored they 10 points, the Bears basically was like, okay, I guess. And then Trubisky he just can't throw deep longer than 15, 16, 17 yards. 18 yards plus, it's like he can't do it. And I'm always trying to root for the quarterback. I was that guy that rooted for Jay Cutler back in the day. Cal Orton, Rex Grossman. No matter who the quarterback is, I always try to root for him. Shit, unless it was Jonathan Quinn, which was just anybody that really know Bears football knows Jonathan Quinn was just a fucking quack. And I don't know how the hell he even made it to the NFL, but yeah, next year Gonna have to make a lot of changes. Bring in a better pass rusher because Leonard Floyd ain't cutting it. Aaron Lynch, he definitely ain't cutting it. His fat, sloppy, not giving an effort ass ain't cutting it. Evidently, Nick Wilkowski and Kevin Pierre Lewis can still be on the team. Uh, Horsted and I can't remember right now. I'm just irritated, really. Just thinking about like, man, how can they just be so terrible? 2 weeks straight. Last week, yeah, it was. You can make up all the excuses in the world. When they still had those opportunities, they still couldn't score. But this time, it was like drop passes. It looked like the first half of the season all over again. Really, it's like as soon as they take a few steps forward, they got to go back. So yeah, I say bring in competition. If they do decide to sign Cam Newton or somebody, usually I'm not up for too much change unless it's really like big and it's a good thing. But this Bears team cannot continue to play at this level. Defense is going to get old, as you can see with all those injuries. That they can play some type of complementary football, but you still need an offense that can do something for the team. It can't have this inconsistency. That's the reason why the Bears don't have 9, 10 wins right now. They got 7, which in fact 7-8 right now. Getting ready to finish the season either 8-8 or 7-9, depending on how hard they play the last week of the season. So once again, I'm always gonna say go Bears because I've been a Bears fan for the longest, and this just been more of an outlet to show my knowledge of my favorite team and also, express how I feel based on what I've seen out there with this team. So, yeah, looking forward now to the off season, the draft, everything else. Probably gonna do one. I'm gonna do my last video of the season next week when they play the Vikings, and then gonna have to think about another team to react to, maybe the Bulls, even though they're playing terrible too, or just start looking into the NFL playoffs and seeing which teams to cover or whatnot. Anyone else you want me to do a reaction video for something else? Just let me know. Long as it's something I can look up and actually go deep into, then yeah, that'll make it right. But yeah, once again, go Bears. And this is Jonah Pipney with another sports reaction with our Chicago Bears. All right, good night, everyone, and good day if you see this in the morning.